Today I will be making a soap. Now if you look at my mold, it's actually a train, so we have the carriages and all that kind of stuff, and I've never done this before. This is my first time doing it, so I hope it works. So we are going to start with our melt and pour. I have melted it already, so I'll just get that out now. So here's our melt and pour base, already melted. I kind of kept that on my double boiler for just about 5 minutes. Like I said, you can also melt in a microwave if you want, but just be careful to make sure your soap doesn't burn. I have my color, so I'm going to be using two colors. I would use the red, and I'm not really sure what this is. It's like a blue green. Now I was going to do black with activated charcoal, but then I realized that my charcoal is too heavy, and if I put the charcoal in this, it might sink, although I might try it next time. But let's just do this now. So I have my melted glycerin melt and pour base. The first thing I'll do is add my color. Now there's no limit to how much color you can put in. It's totally up to you depending on the intensity you want your soap to have. After adding the color is there. Also, this is quite something fun for kids. If you have kids, you can try this at home with them. I'm gonna add a little bit more to have a bit more intensity. Same as in my beginners video, it's important to stir for a while to make sure everything goes in. And up next, I'm gonna put in my fragrance oil. For this, I'm using two different fragrance oils because I want to create a new mix. Ooh, my dropper is just about 1 ml. So in this altogether, I'm not putting more than 5 ml. I'm not weighing this because of course I know how it works already, but if you're doing this professionally, I would say wait. Okay, my fragrance oils are in. Once again, I stir. If you want to get a bit more creative, assuming you're not making a train one like I'm doing and you're making another one, you can add in petals, you can add in literally anything you want, like I said in the first video. So that's that done. My mold is back. Now, so the way this is going to go is I want to try to achieve two colors, to have a separate color for the top of the train compared to the tires of the train. So I'm going to fill up just halfway of each mold, and also I'm not doing for the whole mold, so don't be surprised if I don't totally fill up the mold. I'm going to stop just where the tires begin. Okay. And I don't plan to do for the whole carriage, by the way. So again, don't be surprised because I'm not feeling everything. I made just enough to make 3. Okay, now that's done. The next thing we need to do is put a bit of alcohol to get rid of the bubbles, and also the alcohol will make our layers blend together, and that is the very first step. Now I'm going to leave this to solidify, because it's after it's solid, then we can add the second layer on top of it too. See you in a bit. Our second melt and soap base is now ready. So for this one, just like the first one, we're going to put in the coloring and we're going to put in the fragrance oil. Now I said earlier I was going to use the green one, but I changed my mind. So I'm going to try to use activated charcoal to add the black color, because I really want a black and red train. So here's my activated charcoal, but what I would do is I will try as much as possible to not use too much, so that my fear wouldn't come to life. So my fear was that because the activated charcoal is heavy, I didn't want it to start weighing on the top of the train, which is the lower base that we made yesterday. But like I said, I have never made this before. It's my first time making it, so if it goes wrong, I guess we'll just try again. So I think that's a good dark color. So up next, as yesterday, my fragrance oil. Remember, we used 2 different fragrance oils, so same as the other one. Now, I was gonna play with the idea of using different mix of fragrance oils for different layers, but I felt that would just be complicating things. So yeah, let's keep it simple. Oh, that was almost nothing. And then we mix. Now, some people may want to know how long I kept the first base for. Ideally, it would have been just a couple of hours. However, I got carried away doing a lot of other things. So yeah, that was yesterday. It's now a day later that I'm doing the second base. So that's that done. I will get the first base. So that's what we have from yesterday, right? Hard, as you can see. Now, when you're adding a top layer to a layer which you've already done, aside from it getting hard, you need to make sure the temperature is below 125 degrees. I'll just get my temperature gun to confirm this. So when I started this, the temperature was about 141. I waited for it to go down to about 123, and now it's gone to 113. The reason you want to keep a low temperature is you don't want this to melt the layer that's already molded. So here we go. And yes, wish me luck. Oh, that looks a bit tilted. Okay. And once again, just enough to make the base of the tray. Okay, that's that done. And just now I remember I made a little mistake. Ideally, I should have sprayed the base before putting this on top of it, but I kind of forgot. So I'm just going to hope that works. But now all the bubbles are gone and we have our top base ready. So again, I'm going to leave this for a couple of hours, then come back to it and we will see what the final product looks like. We have gotten to the end of our experiment, and this is the scary part where I hope it works. Like I said, I've never done this before, so let's hope this looks good. Here we go. Okay, that looks good. Okay, looks like we're doing well. Number 3 looks good. And number 4 looks good. So it looks like it worked. So let me try to arrange this. Okay. And there you have it. We have our trains. I guess that wasn't so bad. And I hope it's something you can try at home. And of course, if you have anything else you want us to try, please let us know and we just might decide to do it. Okay, until next time, take care.